The Sasquatch. Gonna be a fun show today. Put up a new video that really has been very controversial. Didn't mean it to be, but it is. Um, and I'm gonna obviously I'm gonna do Sasquatch Sunday next week. I have a lot of looking into. So there's a group of people that are going to go out and they plan to go kill a group of Sasquatch in northern British Columbia. And this has happened to me before, but I've never seen a better plan in my whole life to successfully go do that. They have the equipment, they have I talked about it in the video, go into the video, and I'm doing everything in my power to stop that loss of life. And since I made that video, I've been having meetings all week, talking to people all week, and things are going very well. The people that want me to participate in the killing of that Bigfoot, which I have said no to, but I'm I'm still they're doing this based on entirely my information, based on everything that they've been following me since I saw Survivor Man Bigfoot in 2013. They've watched all my stuff. They're doing it based on my information. So I feel terribly responsible for this, but I feel they have a lot to learn. And I'm going to say this after reviewing. So when I initially was looking at the plan that they have to go and harm and kill and harvest the Sasquatch, it was shocking to me how well planned out it was and how it seemed very viable. After speaking with my colleagues this week and remembering as much how amazing the Sasquatch are, I think they're going to fail, and I strongly believe they're going to fail. And there's a lot more that I want to say, but I'm not going to say yet because I have to do some meetings. It'll all be done. I have a new meeting with these people this week, and I'll have some more information on my. I'll have a lot more information on my Sasquatch Sunday video because I can't be. I have a very open mind. I think most of my people are very much against harming a Sasquatch, killing a Sasquatch, harvesting a Sasquatch. Um, I literally am so passionate about these beings. Like when I leave for the year, I get teary eyed as I leave them. Like I feel so connected to them, and they're such amazing teachers, and I love what they do and how they powerfully change my lives and the lives of all my expeditioners and my colleagues and people that I work with. They're making a real positive, powerful change in our lives. And I mean right across the board. I don't have one single expeditioner that that doesn't have a life-changing experience, you know? And it's just totally amazing what they do. And the growth in my expeditioners, the majority of them, I'd say at this point, 80% of them come back, and they come back, they become colleagues, they become friends, and every single one of them has an immense change in their life. I have some men that come out where their wives make them come out every year. You need to go back out there because it makes them so happy. It fulfills them so well. I've had people call me on the phone and just talk to me about how this has changed their lives in such a real positive way. And at first I was shocked by that in the beginning, and now I'm not, because they changed my life. Every single one of them has a powerful effect on me. I learned so much being a teacher and embracing the role as a shaman, as I am and as I do now, has been a really, really powerful thing for me. And then taking and teaching these people these incredible things and watching them implement those skills and those techniques, it makes me so happy because I know that even if I was gone tomorrow, so much of what I've learned is out there, and I want it out there, and I want people to talk about it, and that's why I do all this stuff. And this whole situation with these people that are intend to kill a Sasquatch, um, using my information, and that's the bad side of it, right? Let's be honest. When I'm out there, I'm talking about tree breaks, I'm talking about tracking, I'm talking about the reality of the species. There's going to be a lot of bad people. There are bad people. There are people I don't like, I don't get along with, people that are going to completely disagree with me. That's life. That's the world we live in. What politician, what popular person has 100% like, right? There's always the haters. There's always negative people. It's going to happen, and that's what I'm being faced with. That's what I've been faced with in the last month, and it's really profoundly affected my life. And that video that I did for the Sasquatch Sunday, man, guys, that helped. It helped. I know it's been hard. I'm sure I've lost some subscribers. A lot of people just saw the plan to kill a Sasquatch in 2022 and they assumed that was my plan, but it's not. So, and you should understand that my plan is to stop the loss of life, to stop the harming of the species, because I just couldn't. I've realized after really, really thinking about it and putting myself in that position where I'm in any way affiliated with people putting a bullet and killing one of these individuals is completely beyond my capability. Can't do it, won't do it, can't participate. So it's really a matter of of educating people and showing them the truth and putting that out there. So let's get to some questions, because I bet you guys have lots of awesome questions, and I'm okay with the controversy of it. Don't If you're upset, too bad. I'm going to keep an open mind. I respect and admire hunters that harvest deer and elk and moose, hunters that harvest bears. I don't know. I'm trophy hunting, not so much, but hunting is a whoops, got my puppy knocking my. Hunting is a real positive, wonderful way of life. Harvesting deer and elk and even bears and I don't know so much about mountain lions, but I just people that eat wild game and use that to survive. I'm a tremendous supporter of. They've been teachers of mine since the very beginning. The best hunters have been teachers of mine that taught me about wilderness and to appreciate. I found that the best hunters love their quarry. They absolutely love them. They think they're amazing. Those are the people I get along with. So, hello Dylan, hello Kyla. Hey Kyle, thanks for tuning in. Kyle, you tried to call me today. What's going on with that? I tried to answer. Hey Todd, happy New Year. Hello from Virginia. Hello from Florida. Hey, what's up? Glendale, Arizona. Hello, sir. Thanks, Darren. He enjoys my. Thank you so much. Why try want to kill it? I don't know what that means. Why try want to kill it? I don't want to try to want to kill it. Isn't what they want to do illegal? Absolutely not. I've talked to Fish and Wildlife. I did this years ago. The first time there was a group of people who were going to kill a Sasquatch, I called Fish and Wildlife. They literally told me if they took a Sasquatch and hung it upside down in Main Street, they couldn't do a damn thing, because you have to have a law that says you can't shoot them. They don't even exist. They're not even recognized as a species. So according to Fish and Wildlife that I've talked to, absolutely not. There's no money for it. Nobody's offered me any money. This is guns to guns. Money's not worth it at all. Say no, there's no money been offered. Nobody offered me any money. That's a good point, isn't it? I never thought about that. They never gave me a dollar figure. In fact, I think they expected me to just come out and do it and participate. Nobody's offered me a nickel. So, and you know what? I never thought to ask for a dollar figure. That's not the negotiation. That's me. It's never been about that. So, hey, everyone from Alabama. Todd is so awesome. Thank you. Oh, hey, Lenita. How's it going? I met Lenita. Was down in Alabama. She knows me in real life. We had lots of fun down there. I'm excited to come back to Alabama. Bigfoot Society. What does Meldrum think? I don't know. I didn't ask him. I'm still so far behind with Dr. Meldrum. I need to send him fingerprints and sort. I'm just barely keeping up with all the stuff I have going on right now. They've been watching you, Todd. Huh. Well, yeah. I mean, this is from Alan Michaels. I don't know what they've been watching, but I know that my content has been suppressed on the internet. So I've had multiple people prove that to me. In the beginning, I was like, really? They're not suppressing my content, are they? Not only is my content being suppressed, but haters and liars and people that have negative things to say about me, their arguments are being pushed to the top, even though they're preposterous, right? Some idiot says that I'm a fake because my dad dated a woman who owned a fabric store. And then that idiot thing going around about my wife being a special effects makeup artist. I can't keep track. My wife, my sister, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, Doug. I don't know. So what's going to happen? I actually have, this is going to stir up some major controversy. There's a special effects makeup artist who is, he heard me on a radio show that I did where the guys that did Lord of the Rings, Wicca, I think, they're incredible. One of the best special effects makeup artist crews in the whole world. They think my stuff is fake. It's not. I went on the show head to head with him, and he ended up offering me a job because he thought my stuff, if it is, he believes it's not real, and he thinks I'm an amazing, incredible, gifted special effects guy. He offered me a job. I wouldn't know what the hell, because it's real. That's why it's such amazing work, because it's real. But anyways, this special effects makeup artist heard me on that show, looked me up, and then started asking other people in the industry, and is very convinced that my work is authentic because it's beyond the capability in his opinions. Anyways, I really like this person. He's got some wonderful gifts, and I actually would like to take a special effects makeup artist out and show him a Sasquatch, and I'm not going to pull any bones about it. So we're never going to do any special effects work together in any way, shape, or form. He simply admires the fact that he has an expertise in special effects makeup, and he knows my work is real. I've heard this guy talk for an hour. You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, you can't do this. I've seen smaller, you know, a guy called Neo from Utah did a thing where he showed how Batman has real eyes and makeup because you can't glue the mask to somebody's eyes. And apparently, I was able to do what Warner Brothers and billion-dollar companies can't do. Little old Todd Stanley was able to glue masks around eyes and make them blink and stuff, which is not possible. Totally impossible. So, and it's way beyond that. It's nice to hear the antithesis from a special effects makeup artist talking about how it's what I accomplished is not possible, so it must be a real Sasquatch. And I want to do a show with him and talk to him. And he's got a lot more than that too. So I'm hoping he becomes a long-term colleague. Lawrence says, "Thank you for your hard work. You're welcome. I do it because I love it. I'm very passionate. I'm sorry that people are taking advantage of information. Isn't that, yeah, but it's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. And, it's always going to be like that. So drop those guys like a hot potato. Well, I don't want to, oh, Jason, is this my man, Jason? I have an expeditioner named Jason. Well, I don't want to do that though, Jason, because if I can, I did this before and I convinced a group of people to not go out and I stopped them. So I don't want to give up. Even there's other options we can have. Why don't we go film them? Why don't we go I have so many more options with these guys. Why don't we make it a long-term commitment? Get shot. They want to see death and stuff. Watch if we could track them with thermals. We could watch them hunt and kill elk. That'd be cool. Even fight amongst themselves. When a new Sasquatch comes in and tries to take over a Sasquatch troop, two Sasquatch fighting. I mean, there'll be stuff, right? So, and Frank makes a good point. It's only illegal to kill Sasquatch in Skamania. That's correct. I think Whatcom it's illegal too. But Todd, are you going out to Sasquatch Safari, or are you just advising? Todd, are you going out on the Sasquatch Safari? Oh, so the Sasquatch Safari is the death thing, and I just watched the video. This is a work in progress. Like I'm moving forward and fighting for the betterment of this to make this move in the right direction. But am I going out on it? No, and I'm advising not to. I'm advising them to give them better options and better ideas. And again, there's a lot more I'm going to talk about. I don't want to talk about it right now. Good day, Australia, Adam. Hello, Adam. Um, yeah, I'm just advising them, and I'm trying to, if you this is a strong perspective I always have. If you do nothing, you're inconsequential. You're nothing. You do nothing. You get nothing. You are nothing. I have to do something. I have to try, and if I fail, I fail. But at least I tried. God damn it! And I won't just sit by and do nothing. I won't just not. I will participate in a way to create a positive outcome, and I'll fight for that because yeah, it's a lot. Like I don't want to, again, I don't want to talk about it too much because I've got all this paperwork and um, all this information, their plan and everything here. Like I'm just going through it. I have colleagues looking at this, their design of what they're gonna do, and so what scares me is they've got like some like they have some of the best hunters in the world. I'm looking at the names of these people involved in this. Like wow, these are some heavy hitters. Like they've spared no expense. They've got military. Oh my God, like these guys are high end. Man, this is a serious plan. Like this is like a battle plan that's been so well drawn up. But they don't know everything. And there's a lot more that this is military that has no experience with Sasquatch. This is a hunter that has no experience with Sasquatch, and I do. And the more I have discussions, it's just the Sasquatch need to show up. They need to be everything I know they are. Empathic. They have to be connected. They have to be part of that universal consciousness that I know they are, and that'll keep them safe. I mean, I've had people talk to me and go, dude, you got to know what you know and believe that it'll be okay. So, and after all the discussions I've had, I'm at the point where initially, before this week, before I got public, before I went public with this, I was thinking these guys had a chance of assassinating a Sasquatch. Now, I'm telling you, I know you guys are watching right now. I think you guys have a snowball's chance in hell. I don't think you guys realize what you're dealing with here. And I'm gonna prove it to you guys this week. So I've been compiling information. I've been showing documentation. I have people for them to call and have discussions with. So, yeah, I, yeah, and man, I want to say more, but I'm not gonna. I gotta have my meeting with you guys first, and you guys are the guys that are. I know you're watching this, and the guys that have this plan of action. So let's do back to the questions. The ones I already attracted to singing. I recently got jaw harp. I'm practicing to see my clan. That's cool. Good for you, Stephen. Todd, you're a good guy. Stand for what you believe in. I always will. Hello, Anthony. It's not illegal because Bigfoot isn't recognized as a species. That's correct. I would prefer to smoke a fatty and share food with. No kidding. I don't think they smoke, though. Maybe they would smoke. That's a good question. They love harmonics. I bet they do. I see no evidence of that. 100%. But I agree with you. I think they would. So I believe in you. Thank you, Alan. Hey, Todd, do Sasquatch have breeding seasons? No, absolutely not. Oh, if they do, so Sasquatch breed exactly like human beings. So every species you know of, horses, dogs, moose, elk, deer, they breed at the time that their offspring is born in the spring. So during the spring, they can get big, strong over summer, in the fall, and then they're ready for the winter because that's the toughest time to survive. Species have to do that when you live in the wilderness, but human beings don't do that. Human females have monthly cycles like chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, human beings, and Sasquatch. So, with that being said, are Sasquatch smart enough to breed 9 months before spring? That's a very interesting question. Thank you, honey. Sorry, my little girl finished dinner. Hey, Thaden, don't let Tatiana come downstairs, please. So yeah, do Sasquatch time their breeding sessions to make sure that their offspring are born in the spring? And I have no evidence of that whatsoever. It'd be cool. I think they're that smart. But that's total, absolute speculation. I have no evidence of that whatsoever. None. So, because if they had a baby, like right now, let's say a baby was bred in, I don't know, what is it? Let's say March, and they're born in December right now, or even January, right? It's minus 25, minus 40. A baby's born in that kind of temperature. That's bad. That's really, really bad. I don't know if a Sasquatch is tough enough to survive that, right? So, but the question is, are they smart enough to breed properly? And the answer is, I don't know. So, okay, have been in Yakima River. Hey, I've been in the Yakima River. Cool. I think I know where the Yakima River is. That's in Washington or southern or northern Oregon. Hey, Todd, do Sasquatch have breeding seasons? I just answered that. Tino, thank you. Todd, will you release your CA Sasquatch footage? Tino is asking if I will release my CA Sasquatch. Why am I coughing so much? Will I release? So I've released footage, all my footage up until about 2000. Gosh, I'm having a hard day today. CA, is that California? CA could be California. I will be releasing that in my California documentary. All my footage will be coming out at one point. I don't have any. I shouldn't say that. The vast majority of my footage will all be coming out at some point. So, yeah, I share what I can, as much as I can. I saw your Killing Bigfoot video. Don't you think your life would be in peril? So in my Killing Bigfoot video, It's not killing Bigfoot. Anyways, I know the one you're talking about, the plan to kill Bigfoot. Knowing that government have an interest in suppressing this. Oh, so Joseph is asking me, don't I think that my life would be in peril because the government would come after me? That's a good question. So I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I know that there's been some weird stuff that happened to me. I I have one definitive time where there was a government agency that was spying on me. Even I'll talk a little bit about it. So I moved out into the country, and I had to have a satellite dish for my internet. And every month, like we only let's say we're allowed 100 gigs or something, and every month there was like way too much data coming out of my dish. So I had a guy come over, and he saw that there was somebody else put a connection to my into my internet. It was pulling off my internet. I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, so this, and then he comes out and he goes, and this is short range. They got to be receiving this like right over close. So he actually used his machine and figured out where it was. I went up on the, like, maybe half a mile away, and there was a dish pulling off my internet, watching all my internet, all of it. So I assume maybe you could say in the city they were able to watch and monitor my internet without me knowing, but they couldn't do it in the country without pulling off my satellite. So I went and knocked on the guy who owned the property, and I said, "What the hell? What's that trailer and that dish doing? Are you stealing my internet?" He went, "Oh no, a bunch of people came out here and gave me some money and parked that little dish out there, and I let them do it." He said, it was a little dish on a trailer, and I said, "Who are these people?" He goes, "I don't know. They pay cash." So, anyways, I complained about it. Uh, he removed the equipment, and then I don't know, about 3 days later, I went back up to the guy to ask him some more questions. Trailer's gone, dish is gone. Hey, what happened? He goes, "I don't know. They just took it." So just some people showed up. It's not Men in Black. I don't know. Some people showed up that he never knew, paid him cash to have the dish to pull, and they were paying him. I don't remember the exact dollar figure. It was like $500 a month just to park a little trailer with a dish pointed at my house on his property. So who would do that and why? You know. And there's my phone clicking. I don't know. There's lots of stuff that people that lived with me noticed, but whatever. I don't. My answer to that is just share everything you can with all these people, and that's it. So, ADT. I hope you can stop them. Me too. So, Todd kills Sasquatch with his camera. Todd kills Sasquatch with his camera. Joe says this. Because I shoot them with my camera? I think he's just being funny. Get it, Todd, from Adelaide, South Australia. Faden, can you get me a water, please? So I can stop bloody well coughing. I'm just dry. I got lots of exercise today. Hey there, boy. How was school? From Jess Rizzo. Todd is Bigfoot. Todd is a Bigfoot ambassador. Thank you. Hey, Todd. Do Sasquatch build shelters? Sometimes I've seen that. I saw a Sasquatch once. Or I'm sure it was a Sasquatch structure. What'd they do? They lifted up this fallen down tree, and they took another tree and they bent it and shoved it under the fallen down tree and then built off of it. There were Sasquatch tracks there, and I just couldn't see any way. Like, this is a log that's down on the ground. Thank you, awesome, dude. This is a log that was sitting on the ground for all the evidence showed that a tree that was only maybe 2 years bent under there. So yeah, and then he just built off of that bent over tree. But even the tree that was bent over was like, I don't know, it was thick. It was a decent sized tree. Actually, what I would say now that I have more expertise, because I found that way back in, I found that one probably in 2007. And from what I know now, they just know wood, they know trees. Like, they picked the perfect tree that wasn't too big, wasn't too small, that could bend that much, put it under a log, and then just built a structure, a shelter under it. And that looks like a structure that could have been done in a matter of half an hour, especially with their power. They just put stuff all over it. It was really impressive. So yes, I've seen that. I've also seen caves where there was like a shelter over top of the cave entrance. So, but it wasn't done stealthily. And the cave that I found in a hot Sasquatch area. In fact, there was Sasquatch in that cave when I came upon it that time. But gosh, I don't talk about that much, do I? That's my 2000 and 6 footage where you see like trees shaking, and I go in after there's a cave there. But yeah, so they'll build up like a doorway to close. So I didn't go to school today. They do. People talking about school. Fred Farmer, it needs to happen, and then you can get the protection across the whole. See, this is Fred's perspective. Hey, go shoot one, right? So a lot of people think that way, and yeah, I couldn't. Sorry. So when we learn more about Sasquatch too, even people like you, Fred, will realize why I shouldn't and why I can't. It's not just my morality, it's not just my love for the species. It's because the Sasquatch are interconnected. I go to Washington State, and I have this amazing shaman lady tell me she's gonna go ask the Sasquatch if they'll allow me if they'll allow me to be in their area. And I go, well, I've never been to this spot in Washington. I don't understand. She goes, oh, they know you. All the Sasquatch know you. So I whether you understand it's through a universal consciousness connection where they can speak empathically, telepathically, or whether they're moving from troop to troop, individuals are moving and communicating. She told me they know about you and they were cool with me coming down. They'd like to see you. Because I also know that sometimes I go into a Sasquatch area and they don't like me at all immediately. They thoroughly, like in my Sasquatch, California one, man, holy crap. The big male there doesn't like me and what I represent. He likes their native people that live there on that land, and he loves them. He doesn't like me. So, but it just there's chemistry between people, right? So I get along great with some people, and even I can get along really well with some people. Like we're colleagues, where we love the wilderness and we love nature, we love animals, but we don't get along in different areas, right? So because we're just people, and I have a tendency to be a leader, and I don't sit by quietly and not take a stand. I take a stand on issues. I care, and I'll stand up and voice my opinion. All that is necessary for evil to conquer is for good people to stand around and do nothing. Albert Einstein said that about Nazi Germany. Gandhi said that in India, and it is so freaking true. Evil doesn't need much to conquer. Just good people stand by and shut up. The lions sit around and go, let these wolves go in, and they're done. They'll get you. So we have to stand up. That's why when Saddam Hussein went into Kuwait, everybody had to react immediately and stop him immediately. He's evil. He has to be stopped. We have no tolerance for that. Good people can't stand by and allow evil to triumph. That's what the whole purpose of the United States going into places like Vietnam and all that stuff is you can't let that evil get in. That was their perspective. So whether you agree or disagree with that is a whole other ball game. But when there is truly evil happening and you see it and you do nothing, you might as well be promoting it, because you have to stand up, and I stand up. I always will stand up. I will not be a bystander about things. So I also pick my battles, though. I've learned that. So my fight, if I go fight, I don't know, just I don't know, because I'm focused on this discovery process. I won't go off and I don't know, there's so many other things that you can be doing, and actually I will, but I pick my battles, and I've learned that with COVID, right? People have their opinions about COVID. I have a strong opinion about COVID, but it's not my battle. I'm not going to pick it, because I'm the Sasquatch researcher. I'm focused on this discovery, and it's very important that I just move forward with this discovery and focus on that, because I don't want to upset people, because COVID is what a subject, right? Vaxxers, non-vaxxers, just another reason for us to hate each other. Democrats, Republicans. I had a Democratic and Republican, two men come out on an exhibition. One's a powerful Democrat, a Trump supporter, and one was an anti-Trump, total Democrat. And they were like, I sat down with them. They just almost immediately started arguing. I said, guys, no politics. This is not about that. And you know what? They didn't talk politics for the rest of the exhibition. And those guys are great friends. Even to this day, they're excellent friends. So I don't like, why can't we just agree to disagree about things? Why do we have to be finding all these ways to divide each other and hate each other and be angry at each other? It sucks. really sucks, hurts my feelings. And so, but this is my battle. My battle is Sasquatch. People that don't believe Sasquatch is real are so narrow-minded. Oh, thank you for your opinion. That's Chris. I would say that, if you really do your research, there's a significant amount of evidence that really, yeah, they exist. They're very real. So why would you ever even consider, I'm not considering it, the assassination of one of these majestic beings? I want to support you, Todd, but the moral indigestion you temporarily displayed concerns me greatly. I pray for you. Well, because why would I ever even consider it? Because that's what's called having an open mind. You don't make peace with your buddies. You make peace with your enemies. You don't go into any kind of, people have differing opinions, right? And you got to keep an open mind. You can't be so closed off and go, no, that's it. I listen. I want to hear that. And you know what? You'll never get any peace. You'll never get any compromise if you don't listen and consider their perspectives and open your heart up to it. And some of the most powerful changes I've made in my life, I was pissed about. I'm not doing that. Hell with it. And then I calm down, I listen, and that's how you grow, man. That's how you change. I fear change. Nothing new. You can't do that. You got to listen to perspectives. You got to respect other people's opinion. Otherwise, you can never hope to affect and change them. Ever. You go, what are you saying? Nah, wrong. You're an idiot. You're narrow-minded. You can't do that. That's not a negotiation. Nothing ever gets resolved that way. You're actually being an ass if you don't open up and listen to other people's perspectives. And because I opened up, because I'm listening, some major change can happen. These people might be able to facilitate the discovery of Sasquatch in a non-kill way. I may convince them of that, but I have to hear their perspectives. I have to consider it. I have to keep an open mind. I refuse to be any other way. So hunt deer to eat. We don't eat Bigfoot. Right. Killing of a Sasquatch is entirely, what is it? Ego? I don't know. Sasquatch are master hunters. This is from Brown Dwarf. Master hunters, master trackers, masters of the wilderness, masters of their ecology, master telepathy. There's so many levels of mastery. It's ridiculous. Todd, this is from Brown Dwarf. Todd, you're awesome. Don't let people make you upset. No, they're not. I can get passionate about things, but I also even respect his opinion as him. I like him asking the question, which was a minute ago. Why would you even consider that? That's a great question to ask. Thank you for that question. That's why I considered it. And if you didn't ask that question, you wouldn't understand me better. So thank you for, who even said that? Austin Moore. Why would you ever even consider it? That's why I would consider it. So, or at least listen to it, understand it, listen to their perspectives, see what they're going to do. Dude, know your enemy. Basically, these guys are the antithesis of what I do. I'm very no-kill, for a million reasons. And I'm the guy that made a Bigfoot about why not, the whole video that's in that video about why to not kill a Sasquatch. But what was I going to say? You gotta pay attention. Oh, what they're doing is they're sitting there and they're telling me, gosh, I want to say so much more, but if you could sit down with somebody who is the opposite of you, who's even, let's say you're in a football game and you're going to sit down with your competition and they're going to show you their plans and what they're going to do. Now you're going to verse me and you just showed me your plan. You're in trouble, man, because I didn't show you mine. They showed me their cards. I didn't show them. They think that they know. No, they think they saw my cards with what I talk about publicly. You don't. There's a lot more. So much more. So I've seen all their cards. They haven't seen mine. Who do you think has the advantage? Not sorry. And they showed me everything. And I sat there and listened. So imagine this. Imagine if now I have enough information to stop it. Uh-oh. Right? But anyways, Maxim, Todd, you're awesome. Don't let people make you upset. Oh, I think I did all this. Hello from Bath, New York. I prefer showers. Alan from Bath, New York. Just a joke. I don't know. Maybe it's not funny. Seems to me if one can get into a situation where they can get a kill shot, then HD video could be had instead. Absolutely, Billy. I wonder which is easier. A kill shot. Anyways, yeah, he's right. Hey Todd, have you ever heard? But the thing is, Bill, this is from Bill Daly. I have HD video. People don't really. I'm suppressed. My information is very suppressed. The Sasquatch footage from the Patterson-Gimlin film, that's good quality footage, man. That's a real Sasquatch. So just another HD video. But I guess the other argument I've learned recently too is if you were able to get some incredible HD footage, like sick HD footage, you could prove the species exists. People have told me the footage will never do. They're wrong. Footage can do. So, hey Todd, have you ever heard of Art Bell interview with Bugs? Yes, I was on Art Bell. I did Art Bell's show twice, and did he? He told me about Bugs. I don't think I ever met Bugs. Or maybe I did. Actually, I think he had Bugs call in. He supported, killed, and buried 2 Sasquatch in Texas. He felt like he had murdered them, not killed them. Yeah, absolutely. I remember that. Doing great. Have big boys to protect me. LOL. That's awesome, Lenita. Have a good evening, sir. You too, Brown Dwarf. Thank you. The Web Puzzler. There is a law. And yeah, there is a law. That's correct. Royal Creations. That's cool. Did BC government not acknowledge them? BC government did not acknowledge them. Hello from Australia, Alabama. Todd, they're too smart for those people. They would be in a world of trouble. Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. So, Austin Moore, please stay in tune and put all your energy into this thwarting horrific act. You'll preserve your karma by redirecting your efforts into 100% saving your forest friends. Thank you, Austin. Good advice. Have you seen the Idaho Bigfoot video from 4 months ago? No. Pretty incredible. No. Better than Patterson. What? Idaho Bigfoot video. I'll have to look it up. Nobody's passed it my way. What's going on with that? Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, as well. Happy New Year. It's my first 2022. It's the big twos. How are you going to drag one of those monsters? Oh, God. Yeah. They have a whole plan for that, though, James. They have. Just remember, these guys are unlimited budgets. Like, we're talking, like, drop a helicopter line in. They got it all. They're ready. Smoke screens. Have you seen a video from you? And haven't seen a video from you in a year. It's been a while, right? I just do live shows. So, but I'm back. Greg O'Neill. Hey, Todd. Have you not forgotten you? Hey, Todd. I have not forgotten you. Oh, hey, Greg. I know, Greg. How's it going? But I'm waiting to get through my transaction. Thank you. Yeah, you know my number, Greg. Those people are just jealous. Your wife was a Hollywood makeup artist? No. I don't. You're probably new to this. No, my wife was never a Hollywood makeup artist. There was my sister, my mother. My dad never dated a woman who owned a fabric store. There's a whole bunch of them, but no. So it's just not the case at all. And it's a preposterous statement. So it's laughable. It's just a total joke. So if you shot the clan, would you probably kill you? The clan would probably kill you. Yeah, absolutely. But they have a whole plan for that. So have you seen the Idaho? Why I seem to have done this. Todd, good evening. Am I going through this double? Have you checked the Irish Bigfoot Research Organization? No. Take a look at them. Oh, cool. There's an Irish Bigfoot Research Organization. Why do others that have encounters say they look like pictures? They look like your pictures, if not real. So this is Alan. He says, why do others that have encounters say they look like your pictures if it's not real? What's a good point? People tell me that all the time. I get that a significant amount. Oh, my Sasquatch looked like that or this or that. So yeah. So infinite blessings. Thank you, China Productions. Web Pleasure. To me, Todd, the eyes prove it's not a mask and not a human. Yeah. Yeah, the eyes are pretty powerful, right? So Rampage Jackson says hopefully not killing. Neo or Rio from Neo. It was Neo from Utah. Ashley, I feel the Sasquatch beings. Hello, Ashley from Washington. I remember you, Ashley. I feel the Sasquatch beings are an ancient people, and to kill one would be murder. I agree, but I trust our large friends of Sasquatch to know how to handle this and evade the situation ahead of time. Yeah, you're right. You're onto something, Ashley. You're definitely onto something. So she says some stuff in there that I'm not going to talk about. but read what she just said. There's real significance to that. Real significance. I think those pictures of the beasts are amazing. Get more pictures. Thanks, James. Yeah. Good evening, Northern Security and Consulting. Hello. Charlie McGee, I want to go. What? Yeah, I'm doing expeditions this year. So, but Whatcom country near me has made it illegal to kill Sasquatch. That's right, Ashley. That's what I said. Whatcom. So, forest people were here before us. The forest people were here before us? Well, the forest people have always been in the forest, right? There's no arguing. They are wilderness. So, Rob Taylor. To all the skeptics and non-believers, why would all these witnesses lie? Footprints, hair, DNA, these creatures are real. Not everyone will see one. Have you ever seen a rhino, though? Good point. I have never seen a rhino. I know they're real. The Sasquatch that live around me are large, beautiful eyes. Face looks more human, body is hairy. That's fantastic. Thank you, Lanita. Unintended consequences. Unintended consequences will occur. It's like karma, right? From the web puzzler. Man, that's what scares me more than anything. Like the more I try to put that into my head of having seen a Sasquatch get shot. Oh my God. Like the consequences to my own morality would be devastating. Devastating. So, yeah, totally, absolutely devastating. And I can't even imagine how bad it would be. The reality of harming one of these incredible beings, how it would just damage my soul in brutal ways forever. Let's be honest. Let's get heartfelt about it. So, like when there's a video that I did, I don't know if I edited it, but when I really realized that Jake was gone, I was like upset. I was like crying. I was like, my friend, and I have no, I'm. That's the way I felt. So Jake is video 5. He's just an amazing piece of Sasquatch footage I was able to get. I had such an awesome relationship with him. I haven't seen him for years since just it's been a long time, many years. He's clearly gone. He got big. He was a big, amazing, strong Sasquatch. He hit like 18, 19, maybe 20 years old. And he left the group. I haven't seen him since. And years after realizing that I hadn't seen him in so long and he had to be gone, I got upset. I felt like I'd lost a friend, and because I did. And something just rang at the moment. I was actually videotaping myself talking about something, and I was thinking about it a lot. And at that moment, like that heartstring hit, where I was like, "Man, he's really gone." I got really upset because I miss him. I could get upset right now thinking about it. Because it's likely I'll never see him again. And we had like a lot of time together. We had a lot of interactions, and I miss him a lot. So, can you imagine harming a being like that I have that kind of connection to? And that's his species, right? Uh, when they come around, I'm so happy. Like it's joyous. Like everybody's so happy. I think of this year, like every time they came around, looking at expeditioners, they're just glowing. Like they're so excited, and so am I. It's so amazing, you know. And then even so, a Sasquatch comes around. Like for example, Jane came around this year. He was interacting with one of my expeditioners. She was interacting with one of my expeditioners, and she doesn't do that. So she kept coming around, and then afterwards, when she had made some calls to us, like we called it like the Sierra sounds, she was like making some beautiful sounds to us. We went and deduced how far away it was that she must have been for her to make those sounds. It was only like 250 yards, less at the most 250, probably more like 150 yards away, and she was making these beautiful whoop Sierra sounds that we heard really clearly. It's just you can't go through all that and just not be so happy and so joyous and so incredibly grateful, because all the research I do is about attracting the Sasquatch. They choose to come around and interact with me or not, and we have to be great. We have to follow all these rules and be strict about things, and have just there's so much that we do to connect and to encourage the Sasquatch to come around and interact with us. And when you actually succeed, it changes your life when a Sasquatch comes around and shows you that you're awesome. And I don't know, and then to go into thinking to harm one of those beings. Yeah, it's pains my heart. So Todd, can I still get an autographed pic of those two Bigfoots? This is from Bigfoot Mama. Yeah, I'm sure. Just go to the website. So Bigfoot Mama. So hi Todd, it's good to see you. It's Chris from Kamloops. Hey Chris, what's up, man? So I'm in Kamloops once in a while. So should send me an email. Hey, you won't walk away if you kill one. You have no idea what will happen to you or your group. Yeah. So yeah, it's a horrible nightmare of a situation. So like I talked about in my video, loss of life on both sides, right? And I don't want that. So I've heard a lot of vocalizations from the Sasquatch. It's really isn't it really exciting? I was just talking about that. Yeah, it's very, very exciting. Hey, how's it going? How you doing tonight? That's from DJ Colin. Smiley, I think Oklahoma. That's from Kyle. I don't agree with killing them. Thank you for that, Raul. Yes, Robert, you're correct. So you guys are having conversations. Hello, Mid-South Sasquatch. What's up? The Sasquatch will know these people are coming before they even get there. Ashley keeps saying stuff, and let's see if I can do something here real quick for Ashley. I like the way she spells Ashley. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. So I'm going to actions and report, remove. What the hell? Go to channel. I was gonna make you. How come that didn't work out? Actions. I can go to your channel. I can report you. I can remove you. I can put you in a timeout. I can hide you from the channel. I want to make you a moderator, Ashley. Can't have that kind of wisdom. I've had some really cool interactions speaking with Ashley, and that sucks. I guess YouTube has removed that ability for me to make you. I would actually make Ashley a moderator because what she's saying is brilliant. So I want to talk about this stuff. I don't want to put too much information out there, and there's more that I want to say, but we're not going to do that right now. When people come on an expedition with me, man, I give them everything. I'm just, after this recent experience with what these people are doing, I am holding back a little more. I don't want to put too much information out there, but I don't want to make this too paranormal. I don't make it too weird, you know? So this is Rebecca. In the end, you're saying, I told you so. After they get defeated, you will start being there in the end and still be the expert. I don't know what she's saying. In the end, you're saying, I told you so. I don't know what that means. After they get defeated, you will still be there in the end. Oh, okay. I think what Rebecca is saying is I don't know if you're saying this or not, but this is the statement I agree with. I believe that after all the information I've gone through and all the people I've talked to, I believe that the men that are going to try to harm the Sasquatch will lose, so be defeated. They will. Defeated is not a good word, though. They will not have success, and you'll be there at the end and still. Well, it's not about being the expert. I'll be there at the end. So that's even something I've been thinking about. I guess I will talk about that. Is I'll do what I can to stop it if they go forward and fail, as I expect they will, based on this new information. And then, maybe next year they won't try again. Maybe next year they'll come back and try something different or work with me in a different way. So I don't know. But I don't really want to work with people that have that kind of intention either, right? So I don't know. It's a lot. At all, not even for exposure. Good. So Damien says good luck to them. He might be saying good luck to the people that want to kill them, right? So a lot of people out there that have that perspective, and they're entitled to their perspectives. Agree, disagree. I'm not going to hate on nobody. Killing in the name of what? Science? Yeah, exactly. So just a few more questions here, guys. These are awesome questions. They have a documentary movie they might have to buy now. One guy from the north. I think it's the other guy from, I don't know what Johnny Half is talking about. There's a documentary that I talk about, Third Eye Spies. Something like that. I think it's Third Eye Spies. You gotta watch that documentary, guys. So it's going to teach you a lot. These are facts about telepathy and empathic abilities that are very, very powerful stuff that the American government has gone through. And was it Princeton University, I think? one of the big universities, did some pretty serious stuff and proved some pretty amazing things. When the hunt begins, make lots of music and sound. Oh, I won't be there for that though, guys. And this is Max. Oh gosh, Max. Yeah, there's yeah. I'm not gonna be there for that sort of stuff, so I can't do that. Whew. Todd, what will they do if they get a body? Oh, and I talk about that in the video. I think. I guess they want the species recognized. I mean, it's not horrible. They're not. So even they talked about, hey, we'll get a body, we'll come see you, and we'll get you your species protection. Would I do that though? Even let's go through that. Okay, I fight to get them. Let's go through this scenario and let's think about this. This is a really good question, Web Puzzler. This is a really, really good question. So this is the next step is, okay, so I disagree with them. They go through it anyways. Let's say they succeed and get a body. And their plan is to call me back. Okay, we killed one. We succeeded. Want your species protection? Now what do I do? Do I say, sure, let's have the body. Let's do species protection? I don't think I could do that. I'd be pissed. Like, that's not cool. You went and, you went and murdered these incredible beings. I don't want to be part of it. Is that the wrong opinion? It's probably my perspective. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Gosh, and it's good that you brought that question up because I'm going to have to mention that to them because they intend to go forward no matter what, and they want my help. And I'm even after the body comes back, they want to give me my species because I did the groundwork for species recognition and protection here in Canada, and I don't want anything to do with that. Coming back with a body that's been shot. I always said I would. There was a $2 million reward I put together with another gentleman for the if somebody found a body that was expired due to natural causes. If you shoot one, we don't work with you. And that's still my perspective. If you shoot one, if you harm one, if you hunted one, if you killed one, if you murdered one, especially to the extent they're doing it, I'm not helping. I'm not involved. I won't participate in that. I feel pretty strongly about that. So I never thought about that until this very second, this very moment. And I should go write that down because they should know that's the way I feel. So I think that says a lot. That's the show for today, guys. Lots of awesome, amazing questions. I love doing this show with you guys. I love having these conversations. You guys are amazing. I'll be back next week. There'll be a video tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. I'll put up a video, and it'll be a good video. And then Sasquatch Sunday will be more about the results of the plan to kill Sasquatch and about what am I going to call them? I don't know what to call them. The other people's plan to kill a Sasquatch will be concluded. Will it ever be concluded? There'll be the next segment of it on Sasquatch Sundays. Until then, y'all take care and thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you very soon.